The top 3 bands. Damon Albarn was the most despised. English musician Damon Albarn rose to fame as the lead singer of Blur, a key figure in the Brit-pop scene of the 1990s. He was joined by guitarist Graham Coxon, bassist Alex James, and drummer Dave R.Y. Albarn. Albarn's albums, including Park Life and The Great Escape, greatly influenced the sound of Brit-pop. In 1998, he joined forces with Jamie Hewlett, the creator of Tank Girl, to form Gorillaz, a virtual band that showcased his innovative spirit. As Gorillaz' primary creative force, Albarn experimented with a variety of musical genres. In addition to his work with Blur and Gorillaz, Albarn pursued a solo career. Their first album, Gorillaz 2001, was a hit with the single Clint Eastwood. Demon Days followed, solidifying Gorillaz' reputation as a groundbreaking music project. His desire to experiment turned Gorillaz into more than just a band. It became a venue for musical exploration. Themes like technology, humanity, and loneliness were explored on his 2014 album Everyday Robots, demonstrating his depth as a songwriter over the course of his career. Albarn has experienced a number of musicals. These 3 bands represent rivals and bands that he simply could not tolerate, ranging from acrimonious Brit-hop feuds to disagreements over musical preferences. Damon Albarn was the most despised. Pink Floyd is renowned for their pioneering albums, such as The Wall and The Dark Side of the Moon. After seeing a Syd Barrett tribute concert, Albarn has stated that he does not have the same respect for them. He has admitted that bands like the Kinks, the Beatles, and former Pink Floyd member Syd Barrett have influenced his music, but he does not respect Barrett's bandmates. Barrett received a lot of praise from Albarn, but the rest of Pink Floyd received harsh criticism. When asked if he ever liked Pink Floyd, he said, "I'm sorry, they're nice people, but their music is just awful. They're just no good. There's a lot of bad music out there, and they definitely contribute to that. I love that album. I like Syd's records. And that one, I don't know, I just dislike them. I don't hate them," Albarn retorted. "My parents had Adam Hart Mother." Since the middle of the 1980s, U2 has faced a lot of criticism for what many consider to be selling out and turning into a parody of themselves. Critics, such as Blues Damon Albarn, have criticized Bono's Messiah-like demeanor and The Edge's reliance on delay effects. Albarn remarked on everything, but nothing of it works. "Arcade Fire was the only rock song I've ever listened to that I could actually sit through without getting annoyed or bored. Since Arcade Fire is everything that U2 aren't, U2 really ought to stop right now and let them take over." He also emphasized the distinctions between the 2 bands. While U2 simply repeat the same old songs for a familiar audience, confirming Bono's messianic tendencies, Arcade Fire is joyful and inclusive, and when they perform, it feels like they're searching for music spirit and including the audience in that quest. Oasis rose to recognition with the legendary rivalry between Albarn and the Gallagher brothers during the Brit music heyday of the 1990s. Oasis became the most successful British band of the decade by constantly drawing comparisons to the Beatles. In the mid-1990s, the rivalry between Blur and Oasis was more than just musical. It was a major cultural clash that shaped the Brit-pop movement. In April 1995, as Oasis celebrated their hit, the Gallagher brothers were infamous for their tumultuous relationships with each other and other musicians, causing long-lasting friction in the music industry. When Albarn had the opportunity to compete against Oasis in August 1995, he recalled being at a party where Liam Gallagher boasted about their #1 song. Blur purposefully postponed the release of their single, Country House, to coincide with Oasis's Roll With It. This tactic paid off as Country House became Blur's best-selling single, reaching #1 and surpassing Oasis. Additionally, rumors of a romantic triangle between Albarn and Liam Gallagher added to the tension in No Distance Left to Run. Albarn expressed frustration at Gallagher's constant taunting about Oasis, comparing them to bullies. Do you agree with Damon, or do you think these bands get too much criticism? Please share your opinions in the comments section below.